Good morning, we are Nicolas Amaya and Zaira Pinson from 10th grade. This is our TIC activity and we are going to tell to you about phones and computers. Research question: what's your opinion about phones and computers? 1876. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell invented the first cell phone allowing people to talk to each other over great distance. The cell phone was invented by Dr. Martin Cooper and a team of developers at Motorola in 1973, and the first call made on cell phone was in this year by Dr. Martin Cooper. The first cellular network in the world using enabling technology was launched in Japan in 1979 by Nippon Telegraph and Telephone. It was considered the birth of the first generation cellular networks, or 1G. Motorola released the Dyna TAC 8000X cell phone in 1984, which was the first cell phone available on the commercial market. It provided 30 minutes of talk time and cost $3,995. Real Ninja was the first company to launch a second generation cellular network, or 2G, in Finland in 1999 using the GSM standard. In 1992, Nokia released the Nokia 1011, the first cell phone to utilize the GSM standard. Later, IBM developed the first smartphone in 1994 called the Simon Personal Communicator. It had email capabilities as well as an address book, calculator, calendar, and notepad. In 2002, NTT Docomo was the first company to launch a third-generation cellular network, or 3G, in Japan, using the WCDMA standard. When you have a phone with you, then there is an opportunity to contact emergency service. As long as you have a connection to your local tower, you can contact police, fire, or medical service. Phones provide fast access to the internet. This online connection makes it possible to communicate more efficiently over a variety of platforms, speak with loved ones, organize plans, or upload social media profiles. Phones have become a powerful learning tool. Devices which are used primarily for learning engagement create one-to-one computer access points which allow for better students' results. Cell phone cause many vehicular accidents each year. Take any point in the day in the United States and you'll find over 660,000 drivers attempting to use their cell phone while driving. Increased data access can lead to student cheating. In 2009, CBS News reported that high-tech cheating was already on the rise in schools. About 25% of middle school and high school students say that they think storing notes in their cell phone to use during an exam was cheating. 35% admit use their cell phone as a way to cheat in school, while another 52% say that they used the internet to facilitate cheating at least once. For the risk of cyberbullying.
The first computer analytic engine was designed by the English inventor Charles Babbage in 1834. It was very complicated and he couldn't afford to build it. His machine was eventually built for the London Science Museum in 1991 and it worked. It took another 100 years for computer technology to take off. In 1937, an American mathematician, George Stips, put a machine called Model K in kitchen. It was the ancestor of the modern digital computers 3 years later. A British mathematician genius, Alan Turing, built the coding machine called the bomb. This early computer was used to understand secret messages during World War II. The 49 1940s were exciting times. In 1945, a computer called
ANIC
was created by two Americans, John Mashuli and J. Presper Eckert. Nicknamed the Gigant Brain, it was very fast. Although engineers were making rapid progress, the first computers were very large. The giant brain was as heavy as 5 elephants and filled 2 rooms. In 1943, the chairman of IBM predicted, "I think there is a world market for maybe 5 computers." By 1955, there were still only 250 computers in the world, and they weren't very powerful. Working specialty with full access to the web, a lowest weight of the communication that would simply be impossible before it was developed. Instant messaging can now allow users to talk in real time and send files to other people wherever they are in world, which is huge boon for business. Also, it allows access to vast amount useful, including traditional reference materials, time facts, shows as new and current events. Disadvantage of computer. Virus aware and hacking simple and unauthorized access over computer for some illicit purpose.
Facts about computers and phones. There are more than 5,000 new computer viruses are released every month. More than 80% of the emails sent daily are spams. The first SMS text message was sent in 1993 between two cell phones. The first iPhone was released in 2007. The password for the computer's control of nuclear-tipped missiles of US was 000000 for 8 years. Finally, we can conclude that computers and phones are tools that infer in a historical and cultural context. They play an essential role today, and their advantages and disadvantages lie in the use they are given.